Hi guys, it's Megan from Vigilante Vibes, and I have another character breakdown, and I am continuing the Marvel mutants of the Marvel Universe. So today will be Pixie. Before I start, be sure to like and subscribe so you don't miss any more of my character breakdowns, because I have so many. And these are really fun to do, so I'm just going to keep doing them. So, who is Pixie? Megan Gwynn. It's a pretty good name, if I must say myself. Megan Gwynn, also known as Pixie, first appeared in Marvel Comics as a student at the Xavier Institute in New X-Men Academy X number 5. Megan Gwynn's backstory is kind of wild. Apparently, she's the daughter of a magical fairy named Mrs. Gwynn and a supervillain illusionist named Jason Wingard, aka Mastermind. He's kind of a big deal. But somehow she ended up being raised by her grandparents in a small Welsh mining town, thinking they were her actual parents. Her childhood took a sad turn when her grandfather, Barry, was killed in a mine collapse caused by some seriously sloppy work. When her mutant powers kicked in, she got a scholarship to Professor X's school, the Xavier Institute for Higher Learning. There, she became a member of the Paragon's training squad, coached by alumni like Wolfsbane, Karma, and Magma. Taking the codename Pixie, she started training with her new abilities, even wearing a bike helmet with her costume, probably to protect her head while learning to fly. Which is fair. She became super popular with her teammates, which included Match, Trance, Wolf Club, DJ, and Preview. You know, some mutant names are really cool, and some are just random words. But I'm telling you, man. Her positive and upbeat attitude was a huge help, cheering her squad up after they lost a training competition to the New Mutants. The whole student body voted her friendliest student, and she even developed a crush on the X-Man Scott Summers, aka Cyclops. Who hasn't had a crush on Cyclops? I think even Cyclops has. Pixie's powers are pretty cool. She has fly-like wings on her back that started out looking like butterflies, before changing for some unknown reason. She can fly, though her top speed and how far she can go aren't really known. She used a bike helmet for protection at first, but with more practice she became a pro, even sparkling sometimes when she flew, like a fairy. She also makes a dust that causes hallucinations. She can't control what people see, but they're usually pleasant, like unicorns, bunnies, and other cute animals. And when she says the words, these aren't, I'm going to butcher it, and I'm so sorry. Sihal Novarum Chinoth. She can teleport herself and others, though her maximum range is a mystery. One of her most intense powers is the ability to summon a soul dagger from a piece of her own soul. This dagger is especially harmful to a target's mind or to magical beings. She can also sense and track magic, even without the dagger. She's got some hand-to-hand combat training from Wolverine, Logan Wolverine, not Laura Wolverine, and other X-Men. Because of the dark side of her soul, she has some immunity to magic and can sense evil. People think she has some serious magic-wielding potential. While she was still a student, Pixie took on the demonic Ningaria and single-handedly defeated their leader. She also fought the sorcerer-turned-demon Belasco in Limbo, taking him down with her soul dagger. While at school, she also had to deal with attacks from Madeline Pryor and her sisterhood, the Goblin Queen herself, Maddie the Baddie, as well as the anti-mutant group known as the Reverend William Stryker's Purifiers. And she also fought other mutant-hating organizations like Orcus. Megan got her education from her new mutant mentors, Wolfsbane, Karma, and Magma. Wolverine taught her how to fight. Nightcrawler even coached her in teleportation. For a while, Megan held a serious grudge against Ileana Rasputina, aka Magic, because Magic had taken a piece of her soul. Which, yeah, I'd be mad too. But her friend, Victor Barkowski, aka Enol, reminded her that she's a good person and a hero, which made her do everything she could to save Magic when her life was in danger. She eventually joined the X-Men, taking on tons of foes, and also joined Nightcrawler's Legionnaires to fight demented mutants, Celestial Wrath, and the anti-mutant group Orcus. After Wanda Maximoff, aka Scarlet Witch, went crazy and used her powers to get rid of the mutant gene from most of mutant kind on M-Day, Pixie was one of the few mutants who kept her powers. She was there when the US government put a squad of Sentinels around the Institute to watch the campus. Shortly after, the Institute's headmistress, Emma Frost, organized a battle royale for the remaining powered students, and the winners became X-Men in training. Pixie participated but did not win. Not long after, a bus carrying 42 depowered students was destroyed by Reverend William Stryker's purifiers, killing everyone on board, including a bunch of Pixie's friends. Pixie was on campus when the purifiers attacked the school later, but she didn't join the fight. Sometime after that, Belasco became obsessed with bringing the old apprentice magic back to life. He managed to raise her body but not her soul. Thinking the Xavier students knew where Ileana's soul was, he kidnapped them to Limbo, also called Other Place. Ileana's body, now known as Darkchild, sensed this and teleported some of the students, including Pixie, to Limbo's wilderness, demanding one of their souls to recreate her most powerful weapon, the Soul Sword, so she could kill Belasco. Darkchild sensed Pixie's pure soul and forced her to give it up. But before Darkchild could finish forging the sword, the Xavier student Enol attacked her and interrupted the spell. The incomplete spell, however, gave Pixie the ability to summon her soul as a dagger. While trying to get her soul back, Darkchild made a powerful bloodstone gem out of a piece of Pixie's soul. The hole left behind in her soul was apparently filled with black magic. Despite how mad she was, Pixie let Darkchild teach her a teleportation spell so she could get Darkchild and the other students past the magical defenses protecting Belasco's castle. During the big fight, Pixie stabbed her dagger into Belasco, which helped them defeat him, so that's great. Before Darkchild could take the rest of Pixie's soul to get more power, the X-Men showed up and stopped her. Darkchild then sent the X-Men and the students back to Earth, and Pixie was pretty bummed about the damage to her soul. Because of her heroic actions in Limbo, Santo Vaccaro, aka Rockslide, insisted that Pixie be promoted to the team. Cyclops agreed, giving her a spot on the roster. The sorcerers Amanda Sefton and Dr. Stephen Strange, as we all know is Doctor Strange, examined Pixie and said she was fine, telling her that she had more than enough soul to spare. Strange even offered to mentor the talkative Pixie in magic once she turned 18, as long as she took a vow of silence. When an incredibly powerful mutant girl, who was later named Hope, was born in Cooperstown, Alaska, the first mutant birth after M-Day, a war broke out between Nathaniel Essex, who is Mr. Sinister, and his Marauders, the X-Men, and the Purifiers. After hearing that the Purifiers were involved, X-Men in training went after them to get revenge on the murder of their friends. During their attack on the Purifiers, Julian Keller, aka Hellion, was badly wounded by the mercenary Lady Deathstrike, but the rest of the team made it out alive when Pixie teleported them away. When the mutant-eating Predator X dug up the bodies of the dead Xavier students and then attacked the living ones, Pixie remembered that the student, Laura Kinney, aka X-23, aka Wolverine, had beaten up a Predator X before. So she teleported the monster and all of the X-Men in training to her, unknowingly showing that up in the middle of a huge fight between the Marauders and the X-Men. After the war, Cyclops broke up the X-Men and sent all the students home. Pixie went back to Wales. Then, when over 20 people in her hometown went missing, Pixie told her former X-Men teachers and started looking into herself. She found out that the demonic Ngaira was feeding on the town people. After killing one of them, Pixie was captured, but the reunited X-Men rescued her. They then used her ability to sense the evil demons in the mines, even though she hated that place because it had killed her father. Deep inside the mine, the team found Kiriak, the Ngaria leader, getting ready to infest Earth. Remembering the flimsy support that had killed her dad, Pixie tricked Kiriak into hitting her, which made him destroy the mine walls, burying him and stopping the invasion. After teleporting the X-Men to safety, Pixie returned to America with them. Her awesome performance against Krakoa earned her a spot on the X-Men's team based in San Francisco. Once in California, Pixie decided to live in a warehouse in Oakland with a group of art school students. After going to a live show by Allison Blair, aka Dazzler, if you want to know about Dazzler, I have a breakdown of her too. Just check my channel. She was mugged by members of the anti-mutant Hellfire cult Street Gang, and her wings were seriously damaged. While in the hospital, Dazzler visited and invited Pixie to dance with her and use her dust to make her shows even more spectacular. Ashamed of what happened, Pixie turned Dazzler down. After some self-doubt, she went back to the team to face her fears, personally defeating the emotion-manipulating mutant Manuel de la Roca, who is empath. After getting her confidence back, she accepted Dazzler's offer. She moved into the X-Men headquarters to room with X-23 and Armor, and became an active member of the team. Pixie helped the X-Men fight the Skrull invasion of San Francisco, and started training with Nightcrawler to improve her teleportation. Later, when Nightcrawler pushed Pixie to summon her soul dagger so the team could learn more about it, all of her suppressed feelings about her damaged soul and her experiences in Limbo came out. Her dark side took over. She stabbed Nightcrawler. Her normal personality came back when she let go of the dagger. When she picked it up again, Magic Soul Sword came out of Nightcrawler, where Amanda Sefton had hidden it a long time ago. Darkchild sensed this and teleported to the X-Men's headquarters to get her sword back. Pixie fought Darkchild, trying to get back the bloodstone Darkchild had made from her soul. But Pixie lost. Darkchild turned back into Ileana Rasputina when she got the Soul Sword back from Pixie and went back to Limbo. The X-Men then went to Limbo to get Pixie's soul back and find Ileana. When Belasco's daughter Witchfire took control over the Bloodstones to summon her Elder God Masters, Pixie boldly confronted her. Witchfire took even more of Pixie's soul to make another Bloodstone, which turned Pixie into a monstrous demon, and Witchfire tried to make her her apprentice. Working with Ileana, Pixie helped defeat Witchfire. The new Bloodstone bonded with Pixie's soul dagger, making it temporarily bigger. But Pixie lost her original Bloodstone when Witchfire grabbed it as she was magically disappeared. After the anti-mutant group Humanity Now tried to get a law passed called Proposition X to control mutant breeding, Pixie started training extra hard to deal with her anger. Then she went out drinking with her teammates, and Cyclops was not happy about her underage drinking. That night, when Cyclops' ex-wife, Madeline Pryor, Maddie the Baddie, and her sister had attacked the X-Men, Pixie was a huge part of the resistance and personally defeated Empath by blinding him and disabling his powers. Later, when the Humanity Now held a march in San Francisco to promote their movement, Pixie was one of the mutants who marched against them. During the riots, the crazy Norman Osborn, aka Green Goblin, who was head of the national peacekeeping organization Hammer, and the leader of his own superhuman teams, tried to arrest the X-Men. Pixie stood up to Osborn's forces, helping Cyclops lead the mutants to an artificial island sanctuary where they created their own country called Utopia. Later, during a desperate fight to protect the mutant messiah Hope Summers, the mutant-hating Bastion's forces sent Magic into Limbo. Pixie reluctantly agreed to take a team of X-Men into Limbo to save her, even though she still hated magic. While they were there, a demon, whose name I will not try today, I've had enough, tried to make a deal with Pixie, offering her missing soul in exchange for killing Magic. Pixie refused and helped save Magic, even though she hates her, who then apologized for Pixie for breaking her soul and promised to help fix it, which is great. Unbeknownst to Pixie and the New Mutants, they weren't the only ones who came back from Limbo. General Ulysses and his unit of ruthless super soldiers, Project Purgatory, kidnapped Pixie to use the power of her soul dagger to release the Elder Gods and destroy Limbo. They even put pieces of Pixie's soul into gems. Even though the New Mutants tracked Pixie down, they also ended up getting captured. Karma used her telepathic powers to appeal to the general's abused mutant soldiers, and Magic insisted that they take Pixie and escape to better help the rest of the team. Once they were free, Magic sent Karma to find the unstable mutant David Haller, aka Legion, to save Limbo and their world. Using Legion's godlike powers, Magic had him destroy the Elder Gods. After their victory, Magic gave Pixie's soul dagger and the gems back, finally making things right between them. She quickly recovered from Limbo ordeal and fought some sentinels, as you do, which left her injured. While she was getting better, she kissed Gabriel Cohelio, aka Velocidad, not knowing that he was already dating Hope Summers, which is so scandalous. When she found out, she slapped the taste out of his mouth. Pixie then joined Hope's team, the Lights, and saved Hope from Zero, whose name is Kenji Uedo. After an attack by Exodus on Wolverine's X-Men, Pixie and the other students joined the battle, but said no when they were invited to join the school. The Avengers soon captured her and took her to Avengers Academy, but she returned to the Jean Grey School, where she graduated and, after all of her training, became an X-Man. When the sovereign island of Krakoa was created for the mutants, where resurrection was a regular thing, it really was a regular thing, Pixie joined them. She went on international missions, including ones where she helped Molly Hayes of the Runaways, who had sent a distress call. When they got there, Nico Minoru disabled Pixie's teleportation with a spell, and they soon realized Molly didn't send the message. So they teamed up to find the real messenger. They stumbled into a mysterious darkness of monsters. The group fought them, and Nico cast a spell to get rid of the darkness. A mansion appeared. A mother who was worried about her daughter Jodie called them inside. Jodie's hallucination powers had started to hurt her. Jodie's mom admitted that she was the one who sent the distress call, and Jodie eventually agreed to go with Pixie and Wolverine to Krakoa, where they could help her learn to use her powers without any bad side effects. Back on Krakoa, Pixie visited the anti-mutant museum run by the Orcus organization. Her friends made fun of her because she hadn't died yet or been brought back by Krakoa's resurrection protocols. Even though she didn't want to experience it, her friends must have gotten to her, and she provoked one of the museum's security guards into killing her. When she was brought back to life, she seemed sad. When she asked when they asked her, she said it was nothing. So, it's totally something. Later, she joined Nightcrawler and Dr. Jamie Bradley, aka Dr. Nemesis, to save Legion. During the rescue, they found his brain in an Orcus base. Kurt killed Legion so he could be resurrected into his body. Pixie and all the other Krakoan mutants were soon attacked by Onslaught, a godlike psychic entity from the X-Men's past. Nightcrawler and Legion freed Pixie so she could use her soul dagger to free mutants from Onslaught's control, and together they defeated him. Because of this attack, Nightcrawler created a new kind of justice for Krakoa and built a headquarters for his new team of Legionnaires inside the Altar, a special reality in Legion's mind that was next to the astral plane. With Pixie as the point person, along with Kane Marco, aka Juggernaut, and Dr. Nemesis, the team was ready to protect mutants' rights to be happy and hopeful. As a Legionnaire, Pixie helped bring justice to the insane body-hopping mutant Switch. She was also defended Krakoa and Arakko from celestial wrath and helped investigate changes in mutant bodies, including Nightcrawler, who grew a pair of horns. For the last investigation, Pixie teamed up with the new Black Knight, Jackie Chopra, to find the source. They found Nightcrawler's adoptive mother, Margalie Zardos, who led them into a trap created by her bosses, Orcus. A battle broke out, leaving Pixie and the others knocked out, while Margalie made her move against Nightcrawler and magically pulling the Hope Sword from his body and escaping. So that is Pixie. She is a very, very interesting character. She's a very happy little fairy character. I really like her. So, as usual, I have some comics for you to check out so you can get to know Pixie even better. check out X-Men Pixie Strikes Back, which is all about her, which is what you want. She's also featured very, very much in Uncanny X-Men, the Complete Collection, which is volumes 1 and 2. I believe it's by Matt Fraction. And also check out the X Infernus miniseries, which is a sequel to the Quest for Magic arc. So check those out and you'll be in pretty good shape. So with that being said, I hope you enjoyed this breakdown and I hope you have a great weekend. Have a marvelous day.